And listen to this cheer as the Balmain Tigers make their way under Leichhardt Oval, led out by Wayne Pearce. This is it. This is the moment of truth for the Tigers. Will they finish third, or could they miss out? The full lineup for you: Jack, O'Brien, Brasher, Courier, Grant, Neil, Freeman, Pearce, Maguire, Surin, Edmed, Elias Roach, and the coach Warren Ryan.
And what an opportunity is for this team, the Penrith Panthers. If they win, they could say goodbye to the Tigers and not have to meet them again in 1989. The team to do it: Baker, McIndoe, Bradley, Bentley, Simons, Izzard, Willis for Alexander, Vandervoort, Cartwright, Guy, Gerard, Simmons, Goodwin, Ron Willey calling the shots.
Referee today is Bill Harrigan. And you really get the feeling something is happening at Leichhardt today. The crowd has been storming in since early this morning. An unbelievable crowd at Leichhardt. A capacity crowd. I don't know whether they'll break the record or not, but certainly they've been pouring in. We've been waiting for them to close the gate, but they've been lined up outside for hours, and they're still there, still trying to get into Leichhardt. There must be something happening. Look at them. Look at the size of this crowd here at Leichhardt.
I've never seen a crowd like this here.
Unbelievable scenes here as we get underway with what should be a fantastic game of football, and the Panthers have first use of the football as Simons is pulled out about 12 metres out from his own line. Here comes the man, Mountain Guy. Didn't get very far on this occasion. Lost the football. The ground record, in fact, was 22,500 between Balmain and St George back in 85. I reckon they've well gone past that today.
Yes, well, those people are standing on the hill there about 4 or 5 deep right around the edge of the hill.
So the first mistake coming from Penrith, the scrum will go down and it'll be a Balmain feed about 15 metres out from the Penrith line. And there's a punch up in the scrum already. And the penalty's been given to Balmain. And we'll try and sort this scrum situation out. Goodwin and Roach were hanging on to each other.
Well, we watched the State Bank replay, and it appears to me that Roach is just doing some holding on. He's not interested in throwing a punch. He's calling the referee and saying that Goodwin's getting stuck into him. He might have thrown a short left hand there, but as far as I'm concerned, Goodwin seems to be the instigator of that little fracas. The penalty's gone to the Balmain side, and both of them are being spoken to at the moment.
I think we'll find that he awarded the penalty before he was notified of the incident in the scrum.
Well, perhaps he was, but I think he saw the start of it. He still ran out and gave the penalty directly underneath the goalpost, which is
a differential penalty from the scrum infringement from the players in the back line of Penrith. Offside. Elias trying for the quick one-pointer early in the game, gets it, no problem. Tigers hit the lead.
Well, that might be a very important kick there. There's Benny Elias taken some very quick thinking. A real spot-on decision that was. No muck about. Let's get a point. Bang, over she goes.
1-0, 1 minute gone. Plenty of action at Leichhardt. Baker will restart for the Panthers. Sends it down for Gary Jack on his own goal line. Can't reach the 10-metre mark. He's put down about just short of the 10-metre mark. Here comes Surinam charging into the Panthers. Quick hands for Pearce. Through Maguire, punch off in back play.
Hey.
And there's somebody been decked in the Panther lineup.
Benny Elias came over the back of Cartwright, pulled him by the collar down.
Benny Elias could be in big trouble, Rex.
What a fiery start to this game.
Well, let's have a look at this now. Here's Maguire, and there's the little bit of action that starts between the two of them. Cartwright is the last of the straight backs. He's going to the left. Now watch Benny Elias. He's got hold of Cartwright and pulled him over from the back. Now, there was no punch in that as far as I'm aware.
No, but that's the sort of thing that referees and touch judges are after, the player that comes in second on an incident.
We'll see it again. Let's just make absolutely sure. There, he's got him by the jersey and he pulls him down, so I can't see how he can get anything other than penalised for that. I don't see how he could be sent off for that. It's curious that we had Jack Gibson in here just a few moments ago having a chat to us, and he said the stink will start in the opening couple of minutes. He was about half a minute out.
What's the story there, Bill?
Well, as you can see, Ian, Bill Harrigan's trying to sort this out with his touch judges and the players. Tim Brash is getting attention here from the doctor. Of course, David Clifford for Balmain. They're having a close look at him. He got a knock in the first few minutes of this game.
Cartwright still being worked on by the Penrith trainer, Brian Hyder, and he's signalling as if he wants to take him to the head bin.
Yes, that's the ruling.
It's exactly what they're doing. So Cartwright into the head bin.
So there's an immediate blow to the Penrith side. One of their big second rowers, one of the strong men.
Who we got, Bill?
Carroll, he's a fresh reserve. Ron Willie had him seating bench just in case something like this happened. Of course, Cartwright going into the head bin. We should see him back in 10 minutes.
What's the story with Brasher now, Bill?
David Clifford, the Balmain doc, will be keeping a very close eye on him. In fact, it's a groin injury. They're very concerned about it. They're going to give him a few minutes to see if he can run it out, but there is a worry.
Gee, if you think Penrith have got trouble, the Tigers are in plenty of it as well with Brasher, a groin injury. All of this in the first 90 seconds or so. And the penalty gone to Balmain.
Well, what was the lecture to Elias all about?
Don't do it again.
What was the 60-second lecture all about?
Well, let's just keep our eye on these tackles now to see what happens in this Penrith side. How revved up they are. Gerard. Roach. Penrith offside. A bit of a flare-up again with Goodwin and Elias. Big blocker. Roach just laughs at him. Billy, Penrith have got to settle down.
They sure have. It's important for them to concentrate on football and nothing else at the moment. I think there's a couple of get squares going on. They're very keen. They're just infringing on that 5 metres, and Bill Harrigan's got them back. He's keeping his eye on them.
Tough match for Harrigan to handle so far.
Brasher in trouble again.
O'Brien, 1-0 the Tigers over Penrith. Roach, they swarm in on Roach. He knocks one out of the way. Vandervoort, he bounced backwards. Edmed now, a gap on the fringe of the ruck. Brasher still getting more attention to that groin. Freeman, Neil, Jack, looks for O'Brien. 3-0 the penalties to the Tigers. Wayne Pearce. He'll be trying to take control of these Tigers to settle them down just as well. Neil, up goes the bomb. The breeze is going to take it out into the crowd nearly. All the way back in front of the quarter. It'll be a handover. Goodwin plays it. Geyer. Sirenen. Terrific clash between those two today. Carroll, what a tackle from Sirenen. You don't have to tell him that third place is on the line today. Gerard. Storming defence from the Tigers. Simmons. Izzard. Bradley went without it. Tigers in possession. They are really pumped up, Balmain. Pearce, quick hands, Courier. To the outside of his man. He can't unload. Still going for Jack on the inside. Jack was tackled. He's going to be penalised. Gary Jack will be called back and penalised. Again, the players get involved. The penalty will go against Gary Jack. He was tackled. He got up and continued on.
Well, have a look at it again. The tackle player actually rolls off him. Hasn't got a hand upon him at that stage. He got up. He thought he had the right to go ahead. The referee thought otherwise.
Now Gerard, dead end. Once more it's Roach. The dummy from Simmons. Electrifying pace. And this is certainly a tough match. They go blindside with Willis. He gets through. Good acceleration, comes to Jack, he beats Jack. Great run from the halfback.
He had the unmarked winger on the outside there, number 2.
Now the Panthers spread it. They've got numbers out on the right. Goodwin, he's cut off. They had a 3-man overlap. They couldn't get it out there. Izzard, away from Bradley. Chip into the end goal. Jack's there, it's bouncing. It'll go dead. Back to the corner. Good reply from Penrith.
You know, before this game's half over, I'm going to have one man on my man of the match list. I know, because Michael Neal's the fellow in question, because I just can't go beyond his enthusiasm. He just gets so enthusiastic, so involved, but he gets through 2 men's work. incredible little player.
Great kick from Baker. Penrith, after a bumpy start for them and Cartwright going to the head bin, they're bouncing right back. They're not far away. Vandervoort standing. Guy's got it. Watch them swarm in. Right in midfield. Simmons. The bent leader straighten up. Problems for Balmain up the middle there. They're 9 metres away, the Panthers. The marker's just opened up for Simmons. He gets 2 metres from the line. Last tackle. Balmain all offside behind the referee. He only had to turn around. He played the advantage. Good call from Bill Harrigan.
Yes, he was quite definitely in the right there. He didn't glance behind him. He could feel that they were offside, but he allowed the play to proceed on the basis of keeping the action going.
Baker will go for goal. He's right next to the post. There's the short angle. Edmed showing the signs of a real war at Leichhardt. Neil Baker. A couple of steps back. He's missed it. A real let-off for Balmain. They keep the lead by 1.
That field goal of Benny Elias in the opening 60 seconds. The Tigers having awful trouble getting out of their own quarter. Here comes Sirinen, full of running. Hand straight through the middle goes Big Ciro. Gets to within 10 metres of the halfway mark. Great run from Sirinen. Last tackle now. Elias has been flattened after the kick. And Harrigan's got it. And he's set. Cartwright's been set off. No sin bin. He's been set off.
He's indicating the elbow was used. Roach is having a bit of a shot at him as he goes from the field. Let's have a look at it. There's Benny Elias just about to kick the ball as well and truly left him. And the left elbow comes up and clips him hard across the face. And that will be a judiciary appearance for Johnny Cartwright. And I wouldn't be very hopeful about his coming out of it okay. Not wanting to second guess, but again on the State Bank replay, that head-on shot is not quite as clear. The side-on one was the one that showed the use of the elbow. And the point of impact was quite definitely across the face.
So what drama at Leichhardt. 3 handling errors each side. Elias down the blind side, links up with O'Brien, gets to the corner line, pulled down by Simons. Elias again links up with Freeman, then to Maguire. On his own, Maguire takes the tackle inside the quarter. Now here comes Roach. Straight ahead goes the big blocker. Slipped the pass away, rolled forward.
Yes, the transfer of the pass from Roach onto Brasher was the point that indicated there, I think, clearly. There was the pass, and, well, it wasn't all that much forward, but it was clearly forward because the referee was standing only about 5 feet from it.
So Willis jumps on the loose ball. 8 metres out from the Penrith line. What drama. Now Bradley. Caught by Sirinen. And there's a punch-up between Sirinen and a Penrith player.
Well, Sirinen might join somebody here. Gerard looked to be king hit. Sirinen might join Cartwright.
Well, Sirinen and Guy are really having an eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation there. And let's see it again. Well, there's Gerard. He's given a right and a left hand without any response for him.
He's got to go.
Well, it was a dead-set king hit. There's no question about that. He's claiming is that Geyer is claiming that he got rather Sirinen is claiming he got a slap on the face with the elbow from Gerard.
And 10 minutes in the bin for Sirinen. And perhaps can consider himself a little bit fortunate that that's what he got.
Well, obviously the touch judges mentioned the fact that Gerrard raised his elbow. That must have been a mitigating circumstance.
Both sides down to 12. And the score remains at 1-0 to Balmain. Dyer! No worries about life and limb here at Leichhardt. Goodwin. Next year he'll link up with Parramatta. He's giving it all today for Penrith. Izzard run around with Willis.
The clock has stopped it in case any of you are interested.
Izzard. Bentley. Manages to slip through. And Neil looked to be offside in the play of the ball. Willis has got it. Beats one. Last tackle, Simmons. Back for Baker. He's going to try a long ranger. Looking to even it up. It's going to go wide. Back to the quarter line.
Worth a try, that one. He was not under any pressure, and the ball doesn't miss by all that much, maybe 8 or 10 feet to the left, but nonetheless it was a good attempt from a long way out.
Bill Balmain, of course, have been beaten by 12 men. We think back to that match in Perth against Parramatta this year.
Yeah, they have been, Graham, but a game played at this pace, and believe me, it's from where I'm sitting on the sideline, it's just a matter of survival out there at the moment. But with a game played at this frantic pace, I'd have to stick with a team with 13 men.
They're down to 12 at the moment. Freeman's right through, he's got support. Brash is there, he overruns him. Quick play the ball required, he's up. Elias. Ran too far with the ball. They needed quick hands out to the left. Courier. Maguire. It's Penrith's turn to hang on. Elias goes down the blind for O'Brien. Tries to step Simons. He manages to unload. Roach away for Courier. Shapes for a field goal. Keeps it going. Tried to get a pass out for Jack. 6 more tackles. Jack's got it now. He stands. Back for Brasher. The ball's going everywhere. He straightens. Just outside the corner. The penalty will come. Harrigan moves in quickly to try and calm things.
Well, Bradley and Goodwin took an age, a dog's age, to get off the tackle player on that occasion. It was just, it had to be. I mean, you count the seconds now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how long it took to get them off. And you can see Freeman there at dummy half trying to, actually about 10 seconds they were over the top then. Well, that's patently absurd.
Andy Courier will go for goal. There's the post confronting him just outside the quarter line. High up in the trees outside Leichhardt are some of the best seats and the best view of maybe an Andy Courier goal. Trying to stretch this lead. Almost willing the goal for himself. Hits it very sweetly off the upright. Michael Neal tried to regather. Penrith have got it. Working away. Goodwin. 1-0. Baker. Big breeze at their backs. They'll go quickly for a kick. Gerrard. They've got to get out of here. Izzard. Bentley. Ronnie Willie has moved sideline. And the glass is there. A worried man down to 12 as Izzard gets his kick in down to Jack. Takes it well to run to an open paddock. Beautifully tackled by Vandervoort.
And if you want a roughie for the Rothmans medal, think about Colin Vandervoort. He might be surprising a lot of people on the night.
Yeah, he's a great player, Vandervoort, but there's more trouble out there. Gee, Bill Harrigan's been kept busy.
He certainly is. Now, Gary Jack gets up and tries to play the ball quickly. And It was Guy that came in on him, but the referee has allowed that to go. We're going to get back to the scrummaging here.
So Willis works it on with the feed. And Bradley will play it. Now here comes Goodwin. As you mentioned, Graham, going to Parramatta next year. Crazy decision from Penrith.
Have you ever seen a more committed footballer in your life?
Never in my life. Crazy decision by the Panthers to let him go. Simmons throwing the ball along the ground in a desperation to keep it alive. Tackle count restarts. And again it restarts as they play it. Here comes Goodwin. 30 metres out from the Balmain line. The Panthers with Gerard. Simmons inside for Vandervoort. For Izzard. Beat one. Izzard pulled down about 8 metres from the line. Pressure now for the Tigers as the Panthers ran away and Dyer flicks the ball back for Simmons. Simmons inside pass for Willis. He's pulled down, still about 5 or 6 metres from the line. And it's the last tackle now for the Panthers as Baker puts a bomb right in the goalmouth area. Up they go, it's loose, it's on the ground. Who's got it? No try, knocked forward by the Penrith players.
Yes, no argument there. No argument either from the Penrith players who realised that they knocked the ball forward. No question about that. So that was a well-defused bomb. A little bit of a race to get to it, but nonetheless it gives the opportunity for Balmain to get out to their quarter now and restart.
You can see those missed tackles for you. The Tigers have missed 6 of them. Pearce. Now Roach. Runs into trouble. Maguire, quick ball for Pearce. Junior very slowly getting to his feet. Now Elias sends Baker back inside his own quarter. Bounced beautifully for him though. Caught by Grasham. Pearce back on his feet after that heavy knock. Balmain side come up with possession as Freeman got it away to Neal. Neal tries to thread his way through. Only 11 metres out now, the Tigers. There's Elias from dummy half. 4 metres from the line, the Tigers being urged on by this huge crowd. Courier. Nowhere to go. And they've got the penalty as Penrith were offside. So the Tigers get the opportunity to keep the pressure right on. And they're going to take the shot for goal. So Courier, a picture of concentration. As he attempts to put the Tigers 2 more points in front. And he's kicked it. Great kick from Andy Courier. Takes the Tigers to a 3-0 lead over Penrith.
In what could be just a preview of next Sunday's major semi-final. Maybe these guys in the back of their minds are saying, don't tell me we've got to go through this again. Baker was smothered by the defence. He manages to get a pass out. Simons gets his kick in. Heading towards touch, it starts to come away for Jack. Balmain set themselves to go wide. Elias, Pearce, beautiful tackle, Vandervoort.
First class effort that one, right round the boot tops.
Courier takes 2 tacklers with him. Another penalty, this time against Courier. He tried to crib too many metres.
Yes, he's going to, the referee has claimed that he walked forward off the mark, and that's exactly what he's been pinged for. And we'll see it. 1, 2, stumbles. Was always going to be penalised for playing it incorrectly too.
Well, Baker's made a meal of it off the side of his boot down for Jack. He's going to race down to try and cover it up. Simmons was stepped easily by Jack. Benny Elias was screaming out something to the bench, Bill.
Yes, he was indicating to the doctor that he was going to need a needle at half-time, Graham. He pointed to that hand, that thumb area that he broke earlier in the year. Let's hope he hasn't done it again.
Sirenen gets the better of Gaia. Only just. Roach. Freeman. Crowd calling to be offside. They can't understand the rules if that's their call. Edmed. Last tackle against Balmain. Elias, the little chip. There's space for him. Great take. This will be a sensational try if he gets there. Back in field. What a try. That is magic. Benny Elias right on half-time. Forget about the needle. He needed nothing. Brilliant try from Elias.
He's never scored a better or a more timely try for the Balmain Tigers than he has at this moment. Back his own side of halfway, the little short kick. He regathers the ball beautifully, and there was Baker done like a dog's dinner. He couldn't expect the fullback to be in two places at once. He was trying to judge the bounce of the ball, and then when Elias collected it so easily, that was him done. Now here's Elias going ahead, a little chip over the top. The regather of the ball, Baker stepped. There was a suggestion that he tried to put his foot out there to trip him. I would have done the same. But there's Baker, threw the dummy to Neil, and they took it, and he scores a splendid try. There has been no better individual try scored this year than that one laid on by one Bernard Elias, age 25, Rugby League Development Officer. Long may he reign.
Benny Elias, what a try. 3 and 89, none more important than that one. Maybe the needle mightn't be required at half-time. Courier 1 from 2. Remember, the one has already hit the post. This from in front. That is a terrific lead. 9-0 to Balmain. Instead, puts the left foot to it. Away from Jack, out towards Grant. He'll come back opposite Vandervoort and beats him. Now he's got some territory in front of him. He straightens up. He manages to offload for Elias. Can't get away from Gaia. Penalty against Gaia. He claims that he's been bitten. 5 minutes in the sin bin. He's still arguing.
Well, he's prepared to go. This referee has had everything today, believe me. Benny Elias is the man there.
The touch judge will be called in now. This will be an official allegation of biting.
Well, he gets up claiming it right from the word go. And he's prepared to show the referee the wound. We can't see it from here. The only player involved with him on the Balmain side was Benny Elias. So you can draw your own conclusions from that. So well, touch judge in as well.
There it is again as Gaia's on top of him around the facial area. He's still got 5 minutes. Let me tell you, this match will continue on in the press during the week. Bill, there was plenty of allegations listed at half-time.
There sure were, Graham. It was a stormy Penrith dressing room. They felt that Cartwright was pretty unlucky to get sent off, and let me say I must agree with them. There's going to be counter-allegations too. Cartwright took a pretty nasty knock to the cheekbone. You can see Cartwright coming from the field now. He's showing the doctor his hand, in fact. He's claiming that he was bitten by Benny Elias on the field, and they were prepared to go on with it. Gaia leaves the field now. Penrith down to 11 men.
So Gaia with those allegations, Bill, that'll be sensational now all through the week. The league will have to handle that one through the judiciary. And all of it occurring leading up to the big semi-finals. Elias, Freeman, Neil, Freeman the run around, Sirenen. The big man stands, still going, Sirenen. Away for Elias, he couldn't handle it. They're still in possession though, the Tigers. Roach. Bentley tries to push him sideways. He stands in the tackle for just a moment. So Penrith down to 11 now. The time for the Tigers to strike. Freeman. Last tackle. Will they run it? They're going to. Elias now kicks towards the in goal. Offstead. Knock-on scrum to go down only a couple of metres out.
Yes, all Ron Willie's worst fears are being lived here at the moment as some of the replacement players he's brought on have had less than solid performances. He's had to change one fullback. Now the other one makes a blunder that puts them under enormous pressure right from the word go.
Harrigan took Paul's time off as they wait for the football to come back for the scrum. The Balmain feed. The Panthers too short, and 6 tackles to come. Will it be try time? Pierce, the extra man on the blind for Freeman, throws the dummy. Wrapped up by Willis. Desperation times for the Panthers. A struggle to get to his feet. O'Brien back to where the scrum was just a few seconds ago. Here come the forwards. Roach tries to stretch out. Freeman still down injured as they go wide. Neil. Courier will score. There's the try. Too many numbers. Just too many men. The Panthers, not enough defenders.
And of course the smartness of Michael Neil turning the ball back on the inside, which we'll see clearly displayed on this State Bank replay. There it goes to Neil. He runs crossfield, gives a one-handed pass back into Courier. Now you'll notice that he sucked the defence across with him. There was only the young fella Fiddler who's come on as a replacement to effect a tackle, and he couldn't manage it. Now here he goes, Neil, sucking the defence across, turns the ball back inside. All the defence keeps going to the left. Only Fiddler there, and he was not early enough and not effective enough to make the tackle. So in my view, that's a definite try to Neil. A smart little player, a cluey little man who gave it a Courier, obviously one of the smartest, fastest men on the football field, and he scored a very easy try. So that's a good one.
The pro. All the way from Widnes in England, 9 tries, 38 goals for 112 points this season. October 5, of course, he'll be lining up with Widnes in the World Club Challenge from Old Trafford. You'll see it right here on 10. Courier again from wide out. Trying to convert his own try. The crowd like it. They love it. Balmain racing to 15-0.
Well, there are the scrums for you. The Panthers well in front on the scrum count, and the Tigers well in front on the penalty count. Here's Gary Jack giving away to Brasher. For O'Brien. Larson Surinam. Surinam and Geyer. Another confrontation. Here's O'Brien down the flanks. Inside pass finds Freeman. Freeman turns the ball back inside beautifully to Brasher. And Brasher puts it down underneath the black and gold line. Beautiful try for the Tigers.
A quick look at the State Bank replay will show that Benny Elias's quick movement there was one of the prime moves, out to Gary Freeman, then on to O'Brien. Get it back on the inside as he does to Brasher, and Brasher goes over and scores a very, very smart try. He's always on the lookout to back up somebody, but it was Benny Elias running from dummy half, getting the pass away out here to Freeman. Freeman got it where to O'Brien, who, as he was tackled, got it back inside there to Freeman again, and then the pass back on the outside to Brasher, and the young man goes in and scores an excellent try, a try that's got everything in it. Swift changes of direction, pace, and good release of the football when tackled. So they're to be commended now, the Balmain side. They're going on with the job, as indeed they needed to do, because the Penrith side are a man short. But there it is, Brasher, a very good try.
8 tries for the year for Tim Brasher. Courier's conversion from right in front, no problems at all. And the Tigers wrapping up this football game with the 21 points to 0 over Penrith.
Neil, Jack, Royce Simmons. Neal. Brasher recovered from that groin strain in the first half. Roach cut out and a good pass to Courier. James Grant down the touch. Steps inside. They want some more tries. Freeman. Looks for Courier. Roach. Away for Neal. The last tackle. Elias is calling for it. Freeman for himself. That is a terrific try. Everybody was sitting back worrying about everyone else but this man. Freeman took the opportunity right under the black dot.
Yes, the State Bank replay. This is a cute little try. The little grubber kick just went a couple of yards off his toe. Everybody stood back and waited. He retrieved the ball a couple of yards out, even has the time to bend over and put it down exactly where he wants it. There's the little kick, goes through, he evades the tackle and picks it up just a few metres short of the goal line and scores. A very smart try. He's been a very committed player, as Gary Freeman. He's an ideal competitor for the Balmain side. There he goes. Big step, big swerve away into the in goal. Not terribly phased about having to do it quickly, and rather melodramatically puts the ball down very slowly at the end. But very good try, quick thinking.
Courier from right in front. Look at this scoreline, 27-0, the Tigers over the Panthers.
Simmons trying to burrow his way through himself. Dwyer is a dummy half. Long pass. Down it comes, and it's an easy try in the end for Simons. Right in the corner. So Andrew Simons in to score Penrith's first try.
Yes, I'm sure that the Penrith fans won't mind me saying it's a bit of an anticlimax coming as late as it did. I don't think there's any doubt that the try was scored. The long pass from Guyer out there to Andrew Simons, and he does apparently get the ball down before the corner post is taken. That's the only point I'm interested in. Let's have a look at it again. Yes, there's no question about that. It's a try. The instruction was given by the touch judge to the referee. So there's their first try. Andrew Simons, 28, a teacher, used to play for North Sydney.
Steve Roach getting a very handsome applause from the Balmain fans. He's been replaced by Pobji after a very torrid struggle out there. Balmain, despite having a handsome lead, still driving themselves on. Instead attempts this conversion from almost on the touchline. Pushes it out, curling around beautifully. Oh, that's a lovely kick from Shane Stead. And the score now, Balmain 27 and the Panthers 6.
Yes, let's have a look at it on the State Bank replay. Beautifully judged. High over the right hand upright and curved back into the middle. Very, very nice indeed. A good one, right from the sideline.
Well, Billy Anderson's been joined sideline by Steve Roach.
I sure have, Graham. He's been replaced by Michael Pobji, and while I've got Steve here, another change. Russell Gardner makes his farewell to Leichhardt. He replaces James Grant. Blocker, a fiery start to that one.
Yeah, mate, we expected it. You know, Penrith are a tough side, and we just wanted to show our supporters today that we could handle Penrith at any time they want to give it, try and come and give it to us.
Steve, was there any area in particular that you think Balmain got them?
No, I just think the boys were really committed today, and you know, we've got to play them next week probably, and I hope there's a safe story next week in the semi-final.
Okay, Steve, I'll let you have an early shower.
Thanks, Billy.
The tougher it is, the more he likes it. And it certainly will be tough again next Sunday. You can forget all about this match. Tremendous tackle from Sirenen. A whole new ball game starts next weekend. Goodwin. Penrith beat them easily in the first round, 28-8. So the shoe's on the other foot here at Leichhardt. Jack. Will Kelly Mortimer and Joe mean the difference to Alexander next week? Pobji. Pierce. More also talking about that State Bank Man of the Match competition. Right throughout the semi-finals, our Facing the Crowd continues. You could win one of 3 Daihatsu charades. Just be at the game, and then, of course, go back and watch the State Bank replay. If you see yourself in the crowd, contact the New South Wales Rugby League. They'll give you a key. If it opens one of those 3 Daihatsu charades, you're on your way. Dead in goal, back to the quarter line. And who wouldn't want to be there next Sunday, especially for the big crowd who viewed that explosive first 40 minutes today. Carroll. Again another cruncher. Serin and the man. Geyer. Serinen's after him and got him too. Bradley stands. He's going backwards. Geyer and Serinen were going on with it for a moment. Simmons. Looks as though the Tigers got little Elmer Fudd. Bentley, long ball out for McIndoe. Wrapped up by Popsy. Last tackle. Stead. Down to Jack. Ward's touch. He's just going to stay inside. The Tigers threatened in '88. They got to the grand final. Now they're showing everybody they're back. And they want the cup in '89. Let's remember they did that from a playoff. So let's not start discounting the likes of Brisbane and Cronulla if that's the way they have to do it. Gardner. Freeman there again on the spot. He's still going. Freeman calls Popsy, throws a dummy. A sensational individual try in front of a massive crowd. Gary Freeman has pulled out an absolute curler.
State Bank replay. Watch this and enjoy the subterfuge of the ball being held out in the Statue of Liberty pose and pulled back in. Now watch him, Freeman. This is the halfback. He's scored one already from a cute little trick. Now watch him now as he holds the ball out and fills the defence. There he goes with it, and the defence forward were filled completely, and up the sideline he goes and scores the try. Excellent stuff. He's been a mighty competitor. He's so aggressive. He's more like a lock forward the way he plays the game, but he's got all the pace to go on with the halfback stuff. There was the big prop to avoid the defence. There he goes, stepping hard away, having got the pass from Russell Gardner. There was the player looking on the inside for him, but suddenly he's gone up the outside, and excellent stuff from Freeman. He's a very, very useful little player, very valuable player to the club.
Great individual try, one of the best of the year. Man that was out for 12 weeks. Now 5 from 6 for Courier. Now, earlier on, he put one over from in a similar position. Michael Neal replaced to another great ovation from this terrific crowd. An Englishman all the way from Wigan, Sean Edwards. So they've got a wealth of talent on the reserve bench. Now Courier. Coming round, coming round. He's done it again. What a goal and what a scoreline, 33-6.
Well, look at that. A new ground record here at Leichhardt today, 22,750. They knew something big was going to happen today, and the big thing was the performance of their beloved Tigers.
Fittler for Bradley. Bentley. Thanks very much, says Courier. Freeman. Gardner. We'll cheer if he gets away. Pass back inside was too low for Freeman. Elias just kicks it ahead. The advantage played. Stead has got it. As I said, you're still going to hear more about this match with plenty of allegations made throughout about some spiteful incidents. One allegation that we saw on field, that made biting against Ben Elias. Simmons looks for support. Bit of a tangle with Pomchi. Well and truly inside the last 60 seconds. Geyer. Little chip from Geyer, showing some skills that maybe we didn't think he had. Just going to go out over touch and come back for the knock on. It'll be a handover. Balmain to finish in possession. 33-6. Outstanding performance. Pomchi taking all the time in the world. Freeman plays it. Pomchi's wrapped up, about 30 out. Edwards. He's going to try something. McIndoe was there. He covers up well. Shows the ball. Steps, still going. Good run from McIndoe. Freeman taking the eternity to get off him. Willis. Fittler. Looking for a runner. Couldn't have one. He's still going. 17 years of age and learning all about this first grade game. Vandervoort. Still going. Tireless worker. There's the siren. Balmain have wrapped up third spot in front of a new ground record crowd of 22,750. They've done it in no uncertain fashion.
Balmain 33. Their points came through tries to Elias, Currier, Brasher and Freeman. Two splendid individual efforts. Currier kicked 6 goals and Elias kicked the field goal, 33 points. Penrith had 1 try, Simmons, and Stead kicked a goal. So that was their points.